Take a picture of greatness, relate this to a Rembrandt. I know it all, so listen close, even if I rent bent. I'm here once a week, rain, sleet, or snow, to tell all the facts that you need to know. So listen.
Know It All Nation, Steeler Nation, what's goody, what's goody? Thanks for tapping in to the Know It All YouTube channel. I'm your boy Tate, here to talk some Pittsburgh Steelers and give you my take. I actually did my first post-free agency, post-combine, post-free agency mock draft. So this is my official mock draft 1.0. Knowing some things, right? We know some things now. But we'll go ahead and get started in a second. We'll give everybody a little bit of time to get here. If you're here, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit like and subscribe. Join, be part of the Know It All Nation. We certainly would appreciate you trying to get our subscribers up. Certainly trying to reach the next level is the 2K. Currently about 1.57, so about 330 people away. So tell a friend to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification button. You get notified. You don't have to watch, but maybe it's something you might want to see. So tap into that and check that out. We also have memberships available. Memberships wide open. Go ahead and tap in for that. Different levels of membership. Check them out. I think we have a few people that I see in the comments that may have joined recently. I'll shout those folks out. And super chats are always open. Help support the channel, help us grow, help us do the things we continue to do. And that's talk Pittsburgh Steelers, talk ball, talk sports, and just build with our community every day. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you that tap in on a regular. So, yeah, I mentioned some of those people that have joined in. We got a new member, Defaults, in the building. Defaults, tap out, man. Thanks for joining the squad. We certainly appreciate you, no doubt, no doubt. We got Jens Wojo in the building. Yenzer Wojo. What's good, Yenzer? You one of them too, huh? One of them Yenzers. We certainly appreciate all y'all, man. Sometimes y'all difficult to get along with, but hey, it's all love, bruh. Yens stick together. New member, Robert. Is it Robert Odad 579? Tap out, Rob. Thanks to you for joining, tapping in. We certainly appreciate you. Then some of the folk that are just in the building. Know It All partner. Know It All with one of us. Afton from the 2-minute drill during the football season. We certainly appreciate always have you here, Afton. Thanks for being the voice of reason and the go-to person in the office all the time. That will come back with the facts. That's definitely a big appreciation. Shout out to you. We got, who else is here? Callie, my boy Callie in the building. Deshaun Callahan. What up, boy? I was just at the crib last weekend, man. I saw your brother down at that Legion, man, Thursday night. So, yeah, good seeing you, man. Thanks for tapping in. You know you appreciate it, man. Shout out to your family. My boy 901, Reg in the building. Shout out, Reg. Thanks for tapping in per usual, man. Who is this? Is that Daniel Hall telling me, all right, don't mess up the mock draft? Come on, man. If y'all know me, y'all know about me, man. I'm going to play one thing that Mod and Big G, a sound bite Mod and Big G not even allowed to use, man. This sound bite is just for me.
My logic is undeniable.
It's all mine.
My logic is undeniable.
So, yeah, man, I ain't coming with no hot takes, no whole bunch of, what ifs and, whole tree hugging, offensive line hugging picks like some of my people do. Shout out to my brothers, though, Big G and Mod. Okay, Afton shouting out the homies in the building. Jack Bowser in the building. Shout out Afton. But everybody, thanks for tapping in. So, did my first mock draft, post-combine, post-free agency. And things will change as we go along, right? Steelers have yet to secure a starting caliber offensive lineman. Excuse me. Yeah, the Steelers have yet to secure quality style offensive linemen. Shout out to the homie, the Bishop, Claude in the building. Claude, you know over here you don't get no diabolicals or Lord, whatever they be doing to you, man. You just be stating your point. Now, when it's worthy, man, I'll go ahead and put you where you need to be as far as one of the spaces. But hey, man, a lot of times you're just speaking your mind, man. I can't knock a dude for speaking his mind. But as far as that goes, man, go back to the mock draft. Things will change. There's still some free agency left, still some offseason left, still some moves to be made before the draft. Looking at the Steelers' top 30 visits, who they had in the visit so far, excluding the guys they had in at the combine for meetings. The official means the combine. The homie Mod in the building. Shout out Mod. What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, excluding the meetings they had the combine. I believe they had, was it 45 of those, and like 14 was wide receivers and 8 was cornerbacks. I think with the safeties and stuff, you might have got like the 26 or 28 wide receivers and defensive backs. I believe at the time was 6 offensive linemen. And other positions, obviously. We got my boy Ty in the building. Shout out Ty. Thanks for tapping in, man. You know it's all love all the time, bro. But yeah, so but the Steelers addressed every situation in free agency. Maybe not to a starter level at every position, but at least to a depth level, right? Every position they at least addressed to a depth level, added depth to the room and got better. Let's talk about that. Trade for Michael Pittman Jr. There's your number 2 receiver, 1A. I'll say 1B. He's really good. That doesn't preclude getting another receiver to me because you need a young guy. Both him and DK are the same age. Pittman's like a month older than DK. DK has 4 years left on his deal. Pittman has 3 years left on his deal. You draft a wide receiver in the first round. You have cost control, team control of that wide receiver for the next 5 years. Could you get a guy? The Steelers have had a couple in for visits already. This week they've had wide receiver Jeff Caldwell from Cincinnati, 6'5", 4.31 speed, a Bearcat out of the University of Cincinnati. Kind of a tradey kind of guy right now. Not the best catcher. You need to catch the ball as a wide receiver, but is he something you can be worked with in the 5th or 6th round? You know how I feel about getting talent in your room. 6'5", 215, 4'3". Come on with it. Let me see what that look like for a late round pick. I actually took him in one of my previous mocks that was pre-combine and obviously pre-free agency. Today, excuse me, and surprised me, they're having Denzel Boston in the building. If you're using a top 30 visit on a guy, I think it's more than just smoke, right? I think it has to be legitimate interest in the guy that you're using the top 30 visit on, because there's like 200 and almost 70 picks in the draft. You get 30 guys to come visit. Whoever you have visit, there has to be some level of interest in. So they're having Denzel Boston in today. They had Chris Johnson, defensive back end yesterday. They had the kid from Washington, Ephesian Prysock in, DB. Offensive tackle, Markel Bell was in. The quarterback, Carson Beck in. Have yet to have Drew Aller in or our boy from Alabama. Why am I missing his name, man? He's number 2 quarterback. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want him. Alabama's quarterback, is it Trent Simpson? Trent Simpson is in. Okay, Ty say he want Tyson Cooper Jr. only ones I want in the first round. I feel you, Ty. I mean, I think those will be valuable pieces to the offense. So yeah, they dressed. I'm trying to think of the positions they dressed. Running back upgrade. I tell you how I feel about Gainwell. Gainwell was a really good player for us last year. Gainwell got paid. Good for him. Gainwell was a lot of empty calories to me, right? A lot of 72 receptions, a lot of dump off catches from Aaron Rodgers, not wanting to hold the ball, not being able to throw downfield for lack of receivers getting open. So Gainwell was really put in a position where he couldn't fail. Had 2 really long runs this year that really kind of helped his average off fake tush pushes. And he still ran good. Don't say me that, but he's not like Rico Dowdell in between the tackles, kind of runner, move the chains, 25 carries a game if you need to. We upgraded there. Tight end. Addition by subtraction. Jonnu Smith gone, Connor Hayward gone. I think they're have interest in a potential tight end. Mike McCarthy likes his tight ends. And we'll see what that looks like. Quarterback. I don't think this is a quarterback year. Maybe they take one late. In my mock draft, I have a quarterback taken late. We'll see who that is shortly. Offensive line. Particularly left guard. We haven't addressed, like I said earlier, a starting caliber left guard yet. Do they think Spencer Anderson can do it? And we'll talk about that some tonight. Shout out, Mark. What up to you, fam? Thanks for tapping in, homie. We know you glad. We glad you're here. Do we address offensive line? We'll talk about that tonight on Smash the Gas. Tap into that. Me, Big G, and Curb. We'll specifically talk about finalizing the pieces to the puzzle on the offensive line. That'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. Know It All Network. Tap into that one. But yeah, in way of the line, that's a position of need still. What's Broderick Jones look like? Is Dylan Cooper just like a flash in the pan, a 5-6 game hit? But I don't think he only gets better with an all season to prepare, new offensive line staff to work with him how they want to work with him. I see upside in Dylan Cook. But guard is the place, I believe. Tackle later, maybe. And in my mock draft, I think I took a tackle too. Defensively, we signed Jamel Dean at corner on a 3-year deal. He'll probably be here for at least 2 of that. Good man-to-man corner along with Joey Porter Jr. I like that. Doesn't mean you don't need a young new corner. I think when I do another mock draft, I think I'll draft the corner. Don't think I drafted the corner this time, but I did get 2 safeties. Definitely need safety. We have safeties, but we need youngsters. We need our own safeties, right? We need speed guys back there. We need a true free or versatile safeties that have 4.3, 4.4 speed. Deshaun Elliott and the recent signing Jaquan Brisker. Brisker can play both. Jalen Ramsey may move back to 1. He may play big slot. But you want pieces that can move around. I truly want a free safety. A rangy guy, fast, long, deflect passes, watch the quarterback, get interceptions. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll see what that looks like in my mock draft. Edge. I think they want to pay obviously Nick Herbig. TJ is paid. I believe Alex Highsmith is here for this year, no matter what. But could he be on the move next year after you pay Herbig and maybe you draft the guy that I drafted and we see what he looks like this year, along with Jack Sawyer, who's on a rookie contract? You can free a lot of money up there going into next year. Defensive line, re-signed Cam Hayward. Keanu Ben's up for his new contract. He's going to his 4th year, his last year. Most times players want to get paid not before they play out their last year. So we'll see what Omar Khan does with Keanu Benton. Obviously, Derek Harmon on a rookie contract. We signed Sebastian Joseph Dagan, another veteran in the room, along with Y.A. Black, along with Osa Miyao. So we got some competition in that room. I like it. See what that looks like. Can never have too many defensive linemen. So, yeah, did I draft one? I drafted one. Patrick Queen on the last year of his deal. We don't know what that looks like. I believe he still could be traded, but I believe he plays. But I drafted the inside linebacker for the depth and for the future. So at all levels, the Steelers have kind of allowed themselves to go after BPA or BPYW, best player you want. Let's put that in there too, right? Shout out to the homies. My boy Claude in the building with the $5 super chat. Claude says, I'm finally agreeing with Big G, meaning I trade up to get Vega. There's a first for everything. Thanks for the $5, Claude. Hey, man, I'm starting to see things like Big G is seeing it too, but I don't think positional value is there to trade up for a guard, to lose more assets to trade up for a guard. I'd rather go for a guard in the second round, and that's what I did in my mock draft. You'll see in a second. And did get a guard that I like very much in the second round. Made some moves. I'll explain those before I go. Thanks for the $5, Claude. Got my man, my guy, the only dude in the world got the same DNA as me. Exactly, my brother Damien. Shout out, bro. Thanks for tapping in. Damien says the Steelers' D needs either corners or safeties. Agreed. So they can play aggressive man-to-man, enabling the D to blitz more often. Agreed. White and Hayward need help at this stage of their careers. Thanks for the 10. First and foremost, if I asked you to borrow $10, you wouldn't give it to me, but you give it to the podcast. So, hey, however I get it, we get it, man. So I certainly appreciate it. Though the YouTube going to take about $2 out of that, but still helps the podcast. You were a big help to me last week when I was home, coming to pick me up from the airport and take me back to the airport at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So certainly appreciate my brother, man. That's my guy. But yeah, no, everything he said is correct. And why would it surprise me that he is correct? When we had the same DNA, our minds kind of work alike. You know my logic is undeniable, so it only stand the reason that my brother would have some valid points. I think Watt and Hayward don't necessarily need help. They're both getting older. I think schematically they need help. If that's more press man-to-man coverage, if that's moving TJ around, if that's more zone blitzes and sending people from different places, not playing off coverage and playing passive like you're saying, I certainly agree with that part of it. But yeah, definitely thanks for the super. What's Mark Malone say? If Vega gone, trade back for Concepcion. I don't disagree with that, Mark. I actually didn't trade my first back. Traded my second back. But I wouldn't be mad at trading back if one of your guys is there. I'd rather Cooper. But I like Concepcion, what he can bring. I like Cooper's character better. Not that I know anything about Concepcion's character. But Cooper is more of a work ethic guy, it appears to me. Tough guy, physical, blocker, kind of built in the Steelers' image, Hines Ward type. I like that. But no, I like that, Mark. I definitely like that. Yeah, okay. Ty saying the same thing. Cooper better. We got Jack Bauer saying the 3-4 not dominant without a dominant nose. We need to. I got defensive linemen that can play nose, my mock, and it's coming up here. Hey, boo. What's up, Christine? Thanks for tapping in. You never late. You always on time. Whenever you show up, it's on time. So you certainly appreciate it. Man, the homie Callie asks, is the O-line a priority? As of right now, it got to be. I don't know if it's round 1 priority, but it's round 2 and 3 priority. And I think I addressed it well with two of my picks in this mock draft. I think you guys will like it. I like it for my first pick. Only thing I don't like about my mock draft is I didn't get a corner. But like I said, we do mock drafts going forward, I'm sure that'll happen. I didn't see value at the places I was picking to take that corner, but I did get 2 safeties. So we'll see what that looks like. So yeah, with all that being said, any questions real quick before I jump into Tate's mock draft post-combine, post-free agency 1.0? Okay, I like all those players. I like all those players, Ty. Certainly do. What's Mark saying? Mark saying I like Cooper, but I think someone's going to nab him. Okay. So Mark thinks Cooper's gone before 21. So Mark, if Cooper's there at 21, do you take him? Just answer that question. But yes, let's get into my mock draft. And first, what I'll do is explain the trades I made, right? So let's take a look at this. The Steelers' picks as we start the draft are on the left. Obviously, pick 21 in the first, 53 in the second, 3 thirds, 76, 95, 99, fourth, 121, 135, fifth, 161, sixth, 216, and 2 sevenths with 224 and 230. So, what did I do? Made our first round pick at 21. At pick 53, we have 5 picks going into the draft in the top 100. A couple of the guys I like, I think I could trade back a little bit. I went back 8 spots, traded pick 53 and 135 to get pick in round 2, pick 61. Went back 8 spots to go up 43 spots and from the 4th to a higher 3rd. So traded our 53 and 135 for 61 and 93. Now we have 6 picks in the top 100. But I wasn't done yet because I traded in round 2, traded that pick 61 for pick 65, went 4 picks back. Also traded round 5, 151 to get another 4th at 104. So now we got 7 picks in the top 104. Trying to get a better quality player, more hits, right? Then my last trade was for the round 4, 134 that we have. I traded round 5, 159, round 6, 213, round 6, 214, round 7 is 224. So I traded 4 picks with the Raiders. We're not going to use all 12 picks, right? So I'm trying to move up the board, get quality, and we took back another round 4 pick, 134. So for 159, the 5th, we move up 25 spots. And we trade all those 6th and 7th in the 200s to get another pick at 174. So that's what I like. That's what I did. Whether you like it or not, this is my mock draft. And you all know already, that if it's my mock draft and I'm doing it, and you, plus you know.
My logic is undeniable.
My logic is undeniable. So let's go ahead and tap into the mock, right? Let's get to it. So with pick 21 in the first round, I sat still. Didn't make a move, stayed put. First round pick. Ty said this earlier. Ty, I'm with you all the way. If it drops like this, I'm happy. You're happy. And I think Mike McCarthy and the Steelers are happy. Round 1, pick 21. Steelers take wide receiver Jordan Tyson out of the University of Arizona State. Many believe could be number 1 talent wide receiver. There's some injury concerns. I mean, let's talk. He had a broken clavicle bone. That's a shoulder. Nothing to do with anything. He had a knee thing a couple years ago. I believe ACL, had surgery on that. No effects of that since he had surgery on it. And he had some hamstrings this year, right? I mean, hamstring issues come with athletics. Treatment, rest. I mean, that doesn't have to be a thing that's going to be a lingering thing forever, right? So I couldn't pass up the talent in round 1 of Jordan Tyson. Think he's actually one of the better wide receivers on the board. I'm looking. I thought I had a card for Jordan Tyson. Looking, there he goes, his card. So we've had this up before. 6'2", 200, Arizona State. He gets open, period. Nasty route runner who sells vertical before breaking down underneath. So we need a guy that can play slot, whether that's primary slot, he can play outside too. So him and Omar Cooper could be interchangeable. Roman Wilson can get in and play some slot as a fourth receiver, potentially fifth receiver, depending on what else you do in this draft. And I take another receiver in this draft too, so I'm just letting you know. But yeah, couldn't pass the value of Jordan Tyson at that number 1 pick because he's projected to be a top 10 player, minus the injuries and all that stuff concerns. So if he's there at 21, again, you know me, talent to the room, got to have it. Jordan Tyson with that pick. And with the second pick, the one I traded back, we traded back 53. I got 61, so I'm about to tell you who I took at 61 in the second, and then 76 and 83 who I took. See, I like that. I'm getting a lot of consecutive picks early. I got 7 picks in the top 104. Majority of our draft is going in the first 105 picks, right? So with that second pick, second round pick number 61, we took Jordan Tyson already in the first. With that second pick, I took, got so many second and third round picks. Let me make sure I got the right guy. That I pull up. Okay. Yeah. This is where I address offensive line, like I kind of alluded to you guys. Didn't trade up for Vega. Traded back. Got additional assets at pick 60, 62, 61, whatever pick it is. Not Omar Cooper. That's a car. I'm sorry. Took offensive lineman. Keelan Rutledge out of Georgia Tech. I believe a top 3 or 4 tackle in this draft. Guard in this draft. Nasty has that Mason McCormick mentality. Looked good at the combine. If I could get him at pick 65 in the third round, yeah, I'm going to do that because it's a position of need, right? It might be just a tad bit early, but I didn't want to wait, and I wanted to address the guard position. So, yeah, give me Keelan Rutledge, guard, Georgia Tech. Happy to have him. Welcome to the team, Keelan. We certainly appreciate you. With the third pick, and I believe I identified that as pick. I'm going to refer back to this, just make sure I'm getting the picks right that we're using. I believe this is pick number 74. Anyway, I addressed the middle linebacker situation for potential loss of Patrick Queen, be it this year or next. Get some talent in the room. Again, all about talent in your room. Took linebacker, Texas, University of Texas, Longhorns, Hook'em Ma. I know you happy. Anthony Hill, pick number 76, Anthony Hill Jr. Rangy linebacker, big, can be thumper, can be a rusher, a blitzer up the middle. I like what Hill brings to the table. So, yeah, he's talent, right? 6'3", I believe like 225. Really, really good player for the University of Texas, so he's talented. If he's a Texas kid. Boo loved the draft. Ty liked the draft. Hey. Of course, my boy Ma had to be in there with his hook 'em. I told you, when he looking at the comments, I knew he was gonna be hooking him. Shout out, Ma. Hey, thanks, Boo. Christine, thank you. Ty, I know I got some picks you like too, Ty. But yeah, so let's keep it moving. So far we got Tyson, we got Rutledge, we got Hill, and with our next pick, again, keep in mind we got 7 picks in the top 105. With our next pick, and I told you guys you can never have too many of these guys. So why not add depth and talent to the defensive line as Cam Hayward gets older? I want this guy to get in while Cam is there, get some experience, get some Steeler way, Steeler know-how, and all that stuff, you know, imparted upon morning before Cam is out the door. I think the addition of Sebastian Joseph Day was a good one too. Some veterans in there. To have this guy, potentially Benton, Harmon, Y.A. Black, and the guy we draft here at pick number 85 in the third round, defensive tackle, Darnell Jackson Jr. Big guy, like 6'4", 6'5", 310. Can play three technique, can move him down playing. I think he can play over center. Big guy, athletic. I like that. I mean, so, hey, we adding depth, we adding talent. Like I said, again, trading back to acquire more picks in the first 105. We getting talent everywhere. I think Darnell Jackson is a huge talent. To be able to get him at pick 85 in the third round, I think that's a win for this particular draft. So yeah, we got Darnell Jackson with that pick. Thanks, Mod. Christine Boo says, hell yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, so Darnell Jackson Jr. Okay, Boo loves him too. She said, love this dude. I knew you were going to get that tackle. We got 4 Steelers right now. Hey, I agree. Thank you. We're not done yet though. I'm still in my Omar Khan bag throwing stuff in the pot, Christine. Ooh, mine. Thanks for the profile. Mine say 6'5", 35-inch arms, 328. Even bigger than I thought. I said like 315. So yeah, run that. We can do that all day. So, okay. We got the homie Anthony. Is it Picano? Oh no, Picano. He is a beast. Thanks for tapping in, Ant. Next up, after Darnell Jackson, another third round pick. This is where I address the safety, right? I address safety in the third round. I wanted a true free safety, right? Think we need speed back there. I think this dude's like a high 4'3" guy. I think he's 6'3", 6'4". Big guy back there, rangy. Genesis Smith out of Arizona. Like him a lot. Not the top corner, but we got veteran corners this year, so he gets to sit behind some of these guys, some of your Bristers, Elliott's, Ramsey's. Be around some veterans. Got him at pick 93. Rangy guy, center fielder type. We'll tackle though. We'll be physical. So I think Genesis Smith is a good pick at my first safety off the board. So like that free safety of the future. And the next guy I got could be strong of the future. We'll see what that looks like. So, PFF gave it. See, I never trust PFF's grading system, but they gave it a C. So what they gave it. Still in the third round, we go back to the O-line, and we address O-line. So with this potential pick, it's offensive line pick, I go deep down, Dade County, Miami, runner-ups national championship. Project offensive lineman, but that's okay because he don't got to play right away. I want to develop him under this new coaching staff, offensive line staff. Let Carmen and the assistant offensive line coach from the Saints, he played. I forgot his name right now, but let these guys get their hands on. Not the disclosure agreement, but Mikael Bell. Mikael Bell's a beast. That's pick 99. Another one of our third round picks, 6'8", I believe like 345 pounds. Can be a monster, y'all, a monster. And with Cook, if Jones don't work, then here, we got some guys, right? We got some guys. Maybe you don't pay Jones this year. Maybe you draft this guy. You got Jones, Cook, and Bell. And Bell would begin to be in the competition, but you're not expecting none from him until next year. Now you got three-way competition with a guy that's elite capable in Markel Bell. So that's what I'm looking at there. Not thinking about today, thinking about tomorrow and moving forward. So that value, 6'8", 345, played for a physical team Mario Cristobal had. We saw how Miami was running the ball in the the college football playoffs. So yeah, I like that too. I just came back to the comments, Christine. You put that up before I showed it. You knew. I said going down to Dade County gave it away, huh? But yeah, we need that guy. We need that guy. I can work with that. Ma said, "Boo, you love big backs." Hey, Ma, then she probably like you, me, and Big G then. Some big backage there, but you know. She said he huge, love it. But yeah, so Markel Bell with that last third round pick. Let's get back to it. So yeah, so far, the next pick is, again, I go back to wide receiver. This guy's available, I believe, at pick 104. I think this rounds out the wide receiver room for the next few years anyway, unless you take a guy late, right? Kick return special, somebody like that in the 6th or 7th round. But this guy right here, I heard a lot of clamoring about. Not the fastest guy, but perfect replacement for Pittman as he ages out, to kind of go with Jordan Tyson in the future, to be one of the guys. Malachi Fields, Notre Dame. Pick 104, wide receiver, Notre Dame. 6'5", 220, 225. An elite catcher, elite contested catcher. Can stack guys, DBs, to get downfield with the best of them. So yeah, so I'm liking that, right? To go to the wide receiver room. So we'll see what that looks like. I think that's a good quality pickup at pick 104. Now you got both your receivers, you got a safety, you got a tackle, you got a linebacker, and you got an elite receiver in Jordan Tyson. So that's what I'm looking at. Now, again, I mentioned to you guys already, my one regret in this was I didn't get a corner, and that may change as we do drafts going forward. But I did get two safeties. So we got Genesis Smith already in the room to learn under and even play if he has to. Deshaun Elliott, Jaquan Brisker, who signed a 1-year deal. Elliott has 1 year left on his deal. Jalen Ramsey is 31. He's going to get expensive. We'll keep him this year. Maybe keep him next year if he reworks his deal. But like 2 1-year guys and 3 older guys. So we got Genesis Smith. And I love this pick for the value. Again, it's about positional value for me and overall value in the draft. I'm not just drafting players for need, which is how I didn't end up with a cornerback. I wanted the cornerback, but where I'm picking, I didn't see the value there. So I think 2 safeties is okay in this draft. I go ahead and get Bud Clark, pick 121, 4th round. Safety out of TCU, big hitter, physical, likes to be aggressive, can be that future box safety, strong safety after Deshaun Elliott is phasing out. Because he's younger, Brisker, if he stays on, Brisker, Smith, and Bud Clark. Now we got a good young safety room with Brisker being about 27 years old. I like that. Not thinking just for today, thinking for tomorrow, and thinking about depth. I think that's necessary as you team build and put a team together. This is what we need to do. So, Bud Clark, I believe probably a top 5 safety in this draft. Maybe top 6 at worst, but top 5, top 6. I would certainly sign on to that. Sign on to pick him and pick 121 too. Know why I sign on? Because I did. I like it. Let's jump into the comments real quick when we finish up. I got 3 more picks to make. Let's see some of the chat. Okay, yeah, Ty like DK Pittman Tyson. Mark. Okay, damn, he was still available. Somebody give Tate some butter because he's on the roll. Thanks, Mark. Certainly appreciate it. Fields is a great pick, Christine says. At that point, you getting Butch next? No, Bud next. You called that out too? Hey, Christine be in her bag, y'all. Cause I'm looking at the cards I need to pull up and not looking at the comments right away. And everything I put up, she kind of, precluded, kind of foreled into it. So yeah, I did pick Bud. You saw that. Let's see. Boo says I know what's up. Mark say he got Bud. Ty say I went dumb in the draft. Okay, we got 3 more picks. I'm gonna tell you why for each one of them. Why I decided to go this route on some of these picks. And the real reason why I went some of these routes is because
My logic is undeniable.
but we know that, right? So let's get back into the draft. I'll address the comments when we're done here. Okay, yeah, me and Boo on the same page. We're building this team. We need to go in there and get Omar out of his office and say, Omar, hold our beer. Me and Christine beer. But yes, let's go ahead and finish this up. Next pick in the draft. Again, we had 7 picks in the top 105. Now, these are the rest of the picks, right? I believe Malachi Fields was the first pick out the top 105. We got just a few more, 3 more picks. So, for another 4th round pick, I believe might be a 5th round pick. 4th round, 134. Mason Rager, edge, Wisconsin. We've had a lot of success with edges out of Wisconsin. My first mock draft, I got Mason Rager in the 7th round. He's played his way out that spot, y'all. So, I believe with the pending loss of Alex Highsmith, not 26, but 27 for trade, a room with TJ getting paid, starting to age out, but still 2 years left. Nick Herbig going into his first year getting paid in 27. You get off Alex Highsmith. You got Jack Sawyer. Now you're bringing this guy Mason Rager, who's kind of like a Nick Herbig clone, but bigger. Somewhere in between both the Wisconsin guys. Somewhere between TJ and Nick Herbig stylistically. He has power, but he has speed. They both all went to Wisconsin. He's a guy. I like him. You got a room with TJ, Herbig, Jack Sawyer, and Rager. Get out of here, y'all. Come on now. You know what we doing in Pittsburgh. It's about getting to that quarterback. And all we doing is adding more quarterback depth and getting off Highsmith's money in 27 to put it somewhere else. And we're going to have our quarterback, I believe, next year. Yeah, I like the way this draft is going. I want everybody's thought when it's over with. A couple more picks. So Mason Rager, pick 140, 134, 4th round. Now we got a 5th round pick and a 7th round pick left. So with the 5th round pick, I told you guys earlier, Mike McCarthy likes his tight ends. If the homie Mod is still watching, Mod, put up the stats on this guy if you're in the comments, because we talked about him early. You hit me to him. But the 2nd best tight end combine tester after Sadiq out of Oregon, getting him in the 5th round out of Wyoming, John Michael Geilenborg. I believe he's like 6'5". Mod, you out here in these streets, put it up, man. I know he was your guy. Who's the dog, Mike? I mean, Mod, is it John Michael or are you going back to Rager? I didn't see it. Let's see. Booz haven't really looked at the edges, but I trust GM Tate. Plus, he just look fast. Yeah, no, like I said, he ain't fast as Herbig, but he's stronger than Herbig too, but he's not strong as TJ. And something about what them boys eating up there in Wisconsin, up there in Madison. So, could be in the cheese, right? Okay. We got Red saying good tight end, Tate. Okay, yeah, no, I like it too. Athletic, he kind of fits in as more of a receiving tight end, better than Moose, 6'5", faster than Moose. I say that's a McCarthy pick if I've ever seen one. Talking about John Michael. So now we got John Michael and Sebastian Joseph. We going to a private boys school on these boys. Private boys school of hard knocks for the Steelers. Okay. So yeah, with our last pick in my mock draft, I said we needed a quarterback. Said I don't want to draft one early. Look at all the positional value we got. Look at all the positional talent we got. By not using the third on a Carson Beck, a Drew Aller, a Ty Simpson early. We're going to get a guy I've been talking about for a minute. A guy who I said we need a guy like this just to see what he got. Talent to the room, right? So bring this guy in under Aaron Rodgers, compete with Will Howard, and be the third emergency quarterback. And if you got to cut Mason Rudolph, ain't no future Mason Rudolph, right? No future Mason Rudolph. Let me go to the comments first now and see what y'all saying. Anybody? Come on, boo. You already know. With our last pick in the draft, pick number 237 at the University of Arkansas. Pick number 237, round 7. And I don't think he might not be there, but in this draft he was there. So I got to take him, quarterback Taylor Green at the University of Arkansas. 6'5", 4.3 speed. I believe a 43-inch vertical jump, like almost 11-foot broad jump. All the traits are there, explosive. Mike McCarthy, get in your QB guru bag. Train this kid up. See what you got for a year. Him and Will Howard behind Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I like what that looks like, man. So, again, I'll put up K. Klubnik. You didn't make it, bro. I'll put up the overall mock here. Show you guys. Who we got, what we got. But hey, go ahead, comment what you guys think of the draft picks. What you got. Let me know. Let's go to the comments. So yeah, I think Taylor Green with that 7th pick brought it on home. Let's get to these comments. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Claude, you don't gotta keep Mason because of veteran experience. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers. This draft is based off Aaron Rodgers being back, right? So I don't know why I gotta keep Mason. Ain't no upside in that. I mean, hopefully Will Howard beat Mason Rudolph out for number 2. Hopefully just beat him out. So I don't have to keep Mason. Okay, boo. Now come on, you probably giving me a little more credit than I deserve because you boo. Best draft ever. I'll be putting my black and gold tree up early. Home run mock draft. The homie Mark says. Ty says Mason trash cutting. Yeah, you know it's hard if the homie Claude say not bad. Man, thanks, Claude. Shout out to the homie. Yeah, man. Hey. Will Simpson. I don't just like that either, man. If you want a veteran, you don't get somebody like Green, let Mason go. Bring in Trey Lance. Worked under McCarthy before. I've on record for have saying that before. A number 3 overall pick, I believe. Require less capital. I believe he's a free agent than trying to get somebody like Anthony Richardson. I would have traded the 6 for Justin Fields. But we didn't do that. The Chiefs had the foresight to do that, and they did it. But yeah, so yeah, the homie Ty said, great draft take. Thanks, Ty. And he says, I'll be very happy with this draft. Thanks. Christine Boo says, Mason not trash. Y'all, he's actually a decent backup QB. He is, but we don't need that no more. He gets shook, right? He had his chance against the Bears last year. He didn't show up. He played, went to Tennessee, played bad all that year. We brought him back. Tomlin brought him back because of familiarity. McCarthy has no experience with him, not married to him. Can watch the tape. You might keep him if Aaron Rodgers don't sign and draft a guy earlier or bring in another guy to compete with Mason, Howard, and a new guy. But yeah, maybe Mason not it for me. Mark say, majestic upper deck blast, Tate, 2 wide receivers and 2 safeties, 2 O linemen. Definitely. Thanks, Mark, man. Thanks, you know. If Rodgers goes down, the season go down, what you going to do with Mason? You saw him when Rodgers went down against Chicago last year, Claude. If Rodgers goes down, then if you got it, Will Howard and Trey Lance, whoever wins out between them, that's who you play the rest of the season. Only thing can happen, I heard Big G said he'll keep it at 100 yesterday, is sometimes you got to be bad to get good. If it works, you know you got a guy. If it don't, you know you're going into next year. Right now, my early favorite is for Steeler quarterback, not knowing where we pick or nothing. Dante Moore, assuming we won't have number 1 overall, because I still think that'll be Arch Manning. No matter how he plays, off name recognition alone, I think he goes number 1, NFL royalty. I can see that. Ty say Mason a bum, been trash for years. Christine says, well, last season with what he had, I'm not sure anybody besides Rodgers would have won more than 5 games. You might be right. But why entrust Mason, probably 30, 31 now? Why entrust that when, think about it, Mason was around when Ben was still playing. And I don't need to see that no more. I mean, I'd rather just go with a young guy, right? Mason ain't going to save no season. A playoff ceiling ain't going to go up with Mason. It'll still drop below level if Rodgers ain't there. Now, will it stay higher than one of the rookies or a Trey Lance guy? Maybe, but who cares at that point? Yeah, Ty on board with Dante Moore. Boo don't trust Mason or anything besides a backup. Yeah, well, we don't need that. Peace to Mason. But yeah, with all that being said, y'all, I've been here for 54 minutes. Want to keep it under an hour. I'll go ahead and put up the draft as it was. Let's pull it up. Let's see. So, round 1, Jordan Tyson trading back. Couple of spots. Keelan Rutledge, guard, Georgia Tech. Anthony Hill, linebacker, Texas. Hook 'em horns, the homie Mod. D lineman. Interior D lineman. I think that's important to say in the 3-4. Darnell Jackson Jr., Florida State. Safety, pick number 93, 3rd round, Genesis Smith, 6'4", 205, fast, rangy, long. Break some stuff up back there. Tackle project, pick number 99, huge traits, potentially a huge talent. Markel Bell, 6'8", 345, out to you. Pick 104, wide receiver, 2nd one of the draft. Also Bell was the 2nd offensive lineman of the draft. Malachi Fields, Notre Dame, 6'5", 225, big body possession receiver. Great one-handed catcher, great contested catcher. Probably gonna run if you're at this pro day. If he run like a 4.59, you happy. Probably gonna run more like a 4.64, but that's okay, right? With Tyson going forward, with him going forward, with the tight end that I'll bring up that we draft in the 5th round. I like the weapons for Pittsburgh going forward. Pick number 121, another safety, more of the strong variety. Bud Clark, safety, TCU. 6'2", wood layer, no Diddy. Will play in the box, speed, probably be a 4.4 guy. And that's what we need in the defensive secondary, speed. This is why I want to draft a corner. I don't know that Jamel Dean is good. He's a starter. He's physical. I don't think he's a speed guy, though. We need a speed guy for the future. Throw out there. One of those avatars. Pick round 4, 134. Edge, Mason Rager. You know, TJ Herbig, them boy, right? Out of Wisconsin. Somewhere of a in between, both Herbig and TJ. Big but not big as TJ. Fast but not fast as Herbig. With the same motor, though. That's the thing that you're getting up there in Madison, Wisconsin, is that motor that get to the ball. So I like him a lot. Round 5, pick 174, tight end out of Wyoming, John Michael Geisenborg. Think he's 6'5", had the best combine workout after Sadiq. We know Sadiq's a freak. Fitz McCarthy, Mod already said, who watched McCarthy coaching Dallas for 4 or 5 years, who developed tight ends like Schultz and Ferguson and Hendershot, some of those guys Dallas has. He can work with him. We got rid of Jonnu Smith. We got rid of Connor Hayward. Let them go. Need a tight end. I like this guy. Lastly, last pick, 7th round, pick 237, QB Taylor Green. All the traits in the world. McCarthy, the QB guru. Bring him in, see what you can do with him. Might be a year or 2 away. Might not never pan out. But 7th round pick, that talent, come on with it. Come on with it. So with that being said, y'all, for your boy Tate, for the know-it-alls, again, be sure to tap in tonight. Hey, thanks, Jay. If you want to see a fire draft, go ahead and check it out, man. Certainly appreciate it. Mark say, no BS. No BS, I would take this draft right now, build this roster for now and the future. Shout out, Mark. You get it, man. You must be an OG too. Must be an OG in the building too. Ty stuck on our receiver, boys. He still imagining DK, Pittman, and Tyson. Fields and Roman. He said, shh. Shout out, Ty. Thanks for tapping in. Mod said, great show as usual, Tate. Hey, Mod. I mean, Claude. Not to confuse you with Mod. You don't deserve that, Claude. But Mod, you probably don't deserve it either. But so both yourselves. But Claude, man, it wouldn't be no show really without you, man. You always tap in, you always support, and you always bring something, man. And we never know what you're gonna bring what day. But if it's a potluck dinner, you bringing something to eat. So we certainly appreciate you. Mark, shout out tonight. Smash the gas, 8:05 p.m. Talking about that offensive line, what we need to do about it. I will also be back after Smash the Gas with the West Coast homie, Dev in the building. We're going to be talking about, man, the love for Will Howard Yens Nation got. Trying to vote Will Howard QB1. We're going to talk about that and other questions. She has some stuff. We see her once a week right now, so she'll be, rocking the mic, talking about what questions she has. We can answer. She can answer for you. I'll just be there riding shotgun on a trip from Cali to D.C. and past Pittsburgh. We'll be on tonight. Tap in. About 9:40 for that one. So until the end, for your boy Tate, for the Know-It-Alls crew, Mod, Big G, and other homies, B. Dirt, Pay, Steven, Rory, Devin, Triple OG, homie, Shannon White. Everybody you see rocking with us on this network, man. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tapping in. With that being said, again, hit the like, subscribe. Hit the like on this particular podcast. Hit the subscribe on the Know It Alls channel. Be a member. Check it out. Memberships available. Backstage content, extra content. Check it out. And support, most importantly. Appreciate each and every one of you. From myself, Tate, until tonight, we out on the Know It Alls. Big peace.
Take a picture of greatness, relate this to a Rembrandt. I know it all, so listen close, even if I rent bent. I'm here once a week, rain, sleet, or snow, to tell all the facts that you need to know. So listen.